flourishing. We all want it. But what does it really mean? Some people think it's happiness, money, or success. But here's the thing. None of those really last when you think about it. There's an epidemic killing more dreams today than poverty or politics, and it's hesitation. A global study shows 85% of people admitted to delaying that life opportunity. Not because they couldn't or because they can't, it's because they hesitated. But hesitation, it kills dreams very, very slowly. Doesn't kill them quick. Sometimes it even whispers, take your time, you've got loads of it. Until one day, the best version of you is still only that idea. So let me ask you all here. How many of you are haunted by the very version of yourself that you've not yet become? My name is Ryan Malee, born and bred in Doncaster. In 2012, I launched my first business. The same year, my firstborn son, Harley, arrived. And life was great until it wasn't. In 2015, it collapsed. A property shark took me for £250,000. £95,000 still owed to suppliers. Katie, my partner, then pregnant with our second child, Evan, she asked, are we going to be all right here? The truth? Well, I didn't know. There's one thing I did know. Hesitation wasn't an option, but action was. I made calls, sent hundreds of emails. I got laughed at, rejected. I remember thinking to myself, will someone just give me a chance? And then it did. I won big contracts working with the likes of Google, AXA, CBRE. I knew it was going to be tough, and tough it was. But by Christmas of that same year, I'd worked hard, that hard, I'd managed to pay off every penny of the debt. I remember walking through my house after I'd finished. I remember feeling, other than exhausted, obviously, but I remember feeling free. And it was at that moment I realized it wasn't the perfect plan that got me out of this. It was the action that I took. You see, it's the first brick that you lay, not the plan, that builds the wall. And you think property development is glamorous. Wait till you get the call at 6 a.m. from the labourer and he's ringing to tell you, I ain't coming in. And guess what? You're the labourer for the day. But life throws bricks at us, right? So fast forward it to 2023. Happy as Larry, I'm on a nice bike ride with my family, and I have a freak accident. I smash my pelvis. 30% survival rate from surgery. I still remember the surgeon today telling me, you'll never be the same again. But step by step, I rebuilt my body, my business, and my life. And listen, there is nothing more humbling than trying to walk around hospital when you're supposed to be a serious CEO when you're on a Zimmer frame like this, let me tell you. Yeah? But like me, businesses also hobble after crisis. war, pandemic, recession. And their recovery? It's not glamorous, is it? But resilience isn't built in comfort. Resilience is built in those dark times when nobody is clapping, when quitting would be easier. And us humans, don't you think we're a little bit like clay? We're flexible, we're fragile, but we're full of potential. And clay doesn't get strong alone, does it? It needs pressure. It needs heat. And when you put heat and pressure to clay, it becomes a brick. And a brick is strong, like a building. But isn't that what life's challenges do to us as people? It doesn't break us. It forges us. It makes us stronger. And it turns hesitation into strength. And that's why I believe of these 3 lessons I learned that I call the furnace framework. Built from deciding, moving, and adapting. The first lesson, decide when afraid. Courage is a decision. It's not a feeling. The second lesson, move before you're certain, because motion creates clarity. The third lesson is adapt in motion. You can't steer a parked car. But every meaningful moment in my life was actually built around these 3 lessons unknowingly. So I decided, whilst afraid, well, I remember I chased those contracts knowing I still owed hundreds of thousands out. I moved before certain. Well, I got off that theatre bed just hours after coming out of theatre. And I adapted in motion. When my labourer didn't turn in, I showed up when others didn't. But this is not just about my life. This is backed on science. Psychologists Deci and Ryan founded the 3 modules: agency, mastery, and belonging. But I feel there was a 4th missing. Meaning. You see, agency reflects I can do something. Mastery reflects I can get better. Belonging, we can do it together. And the 4th, which I think means the most, meaning, because it matters beyond me, beyond us. It's the legacy. And I think it's necessary because I lived it. And if you've lived it too, you will know the 4th one makes the most sense. Because it matters beyond us. So why now? Because we live in a society where we're on our phones and we save posts about the life that we want to live, but we don't live it. And we share great ideas, but we never create them. We're better connected, yet we're more lonely. We're busier, but less effective. The cost of waiting is global. The world doesn't need one more saved post. It needs people who act and decide while afraid. And that is where flourishing is forged. So I want to do something right here, right now, if we'll all commit. I want you all to just take 10 seconds right now and just think, the moment you leave this building today, what positive action for your life are you going to take? Just 4 or 5 words, that's all you need. Take 10 seconds and do it now. whatever it is, it's one step, it's one brick, but it's the first act. Because flourishing begins when people decide whilst afraid. So my final question for you, what will you build? Thank you.